Growing up, the biggest thing that really inspired me to get started in metalworking specifically was I had a family history of it. Blacksmith at the Ohio Village for a couple of years, forged a couple blades, and then got into like modern knife making. Everyone on my mom's side at some point has made a living off of an independent artistic endeavor. Slowly built up my skill set from there. I took what I learned from the Career Center and meshed it with a little help from the internet and built up a set of tools and skills specifically around modern day, what's called stock removal knife making. Ever since I was very young, my main goal in life has been to shorten the time it takes to create an idea in my head and make it into a reality. The biggest roadblock I ran into was freehand grinding, and that took such a long time to learn. That's really what makes a knife maker special, is the ability to grind a symmetrical geometry on both sides of a given blade. I didn't spend thousands of hours alone in a garage just so that I could make shiny bits of sharp metal that sit on people's desks. I made stuff to actually get used and abused. You'll be able to tell a lot about how good a knife maker is just by how centered that edge is. Handle geometry plays a huge role. Is it comfortable? Are there sharp edges in a place that there shouldn't be? A sheath is a really big deal too, because a lot of knife makers are really good at making knives, but they can't make a sheath. So is the retention on the sheath good? What's the fit and finish like on the edges? What does the hardware look like? There's a lot of really, really small, minute details that you can look for to determine the quality of the blade that you're holding. A big question that I get asked as a custom knife maker is, why would I buy like a $200 knife when I can go to Walmart and buy a $20 one? The flat and frank answer to that is you just haven't experienced a $200 knife yet. The devil's in the details. It really is. And if you are somebody that uses a knife frequently, that'll start to come out over time. And it's a really tricky thing because people that sell cheap knives have gotten really, really good at replicating the look of more expensive ones. But then when you get farther into it, you start to learn like, oh, not all knives are created equal. Things like steel, edge geometry, and then also the fact that whether it was made by hand or not makes like a really big difference in just how the knife feels when you unbox it. There's an energy there that that blade has if it was made by hand, and there are a lot of people that will attest to that. It makes a really big difference how much personal attention was given to each piece. My name is Alec Walkman, and I'm a professional knife maker.